Welcome back. It has been a while since I've posted anything here on YouTube. I've been over to Facebook posting daily there. You can check it out at Staying Sober with Papa Joey. But I'm going to start doing more content here on Facebook. And I'm going to start today with what's been in the news for the last week, but I kind of chilled for a while to put anything up because it's just too much. And that's about, Brad Pitt deciding that after 7 years of being sober, he said, you know what? I'm going to drink again. And everybody is losing their you know what over it. Or I should say, many people are. Many people are being very judgmental about it. First of all, I say it's Brad Pitt's life and he can do what he wants to do with it. I've been sober, going to be going on 34 years. I know that I can't try to, drink responsibly because I always drink for my buzz. And basically I don't want to anymore. I'm going to be 66 years old. I don't need to go out and, drink and God knows what'll happen to me if I do. So I just stay away from it. I still go to bars and everything, do what I want to do. I just don't put a drink in me, and I've shared about that before on my channel. But so many people now are attacking Brad, especially if they're in the. We'll start off with the recovery movement now, because everybody feels that if you're sober and you see a celebrity decide to go out, well, in their mind, they think, well, maybe Brad can go drink again. Well, maybe I will. Well, that's nonsense. Your sobriety isn't Brad's, right? You got to worry about you, nobody else. The people in AA are going crazy because Brad said that he attended AA, I think it was for the first 18 months. And then he was going to men's meetings or something. I heard him on a podcast talking about it. And, then stayed sober after that. And now they're upset, some people in AA, because it's giving AA a bad name. It's showing people that maybe AA doesn't work and people won't go to AA. First of all, that's nonsense. Okay. Second of all, many people go to AA and many people have left AA for a variety of reasons. And for people who really don't know what AA is, they use a 12-step program. And like for Brad, they say he wasn't working his program. That's just another way of people in AA saying Brad didn't do what we told him to do. And that's okay because Brad can do what Brad wants to do. And my feeling is if you think anybody is messing with your sobriety, you got to check yourself out, not the person, or if it's a place or a thing. If it's messing your sobriety up, then you just got to see what's going on inside of you, not what's going on outside of you. And a lot of people have a hard time looking at themselves. They rather point fingers than taking some type of responsibility for themselves. And it's a shame. It really is. I've seen some of these new shows, they're trying to, I'm seeing some of these new shows, they're having panels discussing what's going on with Brad Pitt. Why do you think he decided to pick up a drink again? What's really motivating him to do that? Again, it's nobody's business. Just must be a slow news day. It seems to me Brad wasn't bullshitting anybody. There was a lot of celebrities out there that drank and tried to bullshit people and say they weren't. Now, I did a video before with Matthew about when Matthew Perry passed, which was a tragic thing. But I can remember Matthew going out and doing interviews to promote his book, and he was telling everybody he was sober and clean, but it turns out he wasn't. Okay. Brad's not doing that. Brad's not trying to hide anything. Brad just says, I'm going to have a few cocktails. And I think he did it the right way because let's face it, the paparazzi's out there with this guy, right? sooner or later, they're going to catch him out having a drink, and somebody's going to fire a picture. Somebody's going to get, catch him with drinking a beer or something. Then, of course, sell it to the tabloids and then let it go. So I think Brad did the responsible thing, however he did, and just said, "Hey, I'm back out and having a cocktail or two. I'm off the wagon for a little while." And who knows? He may decide later on, maybe it's not, drink is not for me anymore. It happens all the time. I don't say, hear people say, well, he slipped, or he didn't slip, man. There was no slip about it. He decided he was going to have a cocktail. He's going to drink. Let the guy drink in peace. I said, if I was someplace and I could buy Brad a drink, I would definitely buy him one or two. And the only thing I would ask him, if I had a chance to sit down with him, would be, what happened with Jennifer, man? I love her. Why did you leave her? That would be what I would be more concerned about than Brad. Let me ask you a question. Why did you decide after 7 years to pick up a cocktail? I mean, I really need to know that. It's been bothering me. It doesn't bother me. It doesn't. It really doesn't. If people want to look up to celebrity, actors, actresses, musicians, that's one thing. But if you think you can control their life, that's another thing. And if you think that the celebrities or musicians owe us anything, meaning they've got to set examples for us non-celebrities, us, non-professional musicians out there. You got another guest coming. They don't owe us that. Politicians, on the other hand, maybe, because we're voting for them. But if I go see a band, I don't really care about their personal life so much. I'm there for the music. And that's great. So if I go watch a show and I'm there for the music, okay. The minute they turn it into some type of political statement, then I'm out, because that's not what I want to see. And the same if I go to watch a movie, I want to watch a movie. I don't care really about the people's political opinions now, to be truthful. There's a couple of real asshole celebrities out there that I could care less about their political opinion, but they're constantly throwing it out there. Yeah, I'll still watch their movies, but I know they're an actor. Okay, so I get that. I just think they're an asshole in real life, but I'll still, watch them perform because it's just a performance. Give Brad a break. Give other people a break. If you're in the recovery movement and you think other people owe you to act a certain way so it doesn't trigger you, and then you're the one with a bigger problem, okay? Not them. You have to be worried about yourself. There's going to be things going on around your life if you don't drink or use drugs that may trigger you, may trigger an emotion from you. But that's all on you. It's not on society to be worried about what people think if somebody's drinking. Now, drugging is a different thing. If it came out while Brad Pitt decided he's going to smoke a bunch of dope and start shooting up, I'd say, yeah, that's stupid. He's a jerk or whatever. But that's not it. Drugs is totally different because of the really severe issues that could happen from using, especially the overdoses. And please don't start with, alcohol is a drug. You know what I mean when I talk about drugs. Okay. So listen, I'll be putting more content out, different topics. My concern for everybody is, if you have a problem with alcohol or drugs, go get yourself some help. If you've already tried getting help at one place and it didn't work for you, try someplace else. There's a lot of people that you can talk to. There's always a way for you to get help if you want it. I've got a book here Don't drink or use no matter what, and no matter what means no matter what. This book here talks about my life. It's not a how-to book. I'm not going to tell you how to get sober, but I go through areas of my life where I think later on was, I don't want to use to say the cause, but what I drank over, okay? And right up until August 31st of 1992, when I walked into an AA room and said I was done drinking, and I've been sober ever since. Stayed in AA for about 5 years and then left. But it's a good book for people who, are thinking about getting sober, and also for people who are struggling already in sobriety. It just helps them, because at the end of each chapter, there's a few questions to answer that get you thinking. And that's all. And it's a simple read, and it's been helping some people. So maybe it'll help you, but who knows? But, anyways, until the next time, don't drink or use no matter what. And no matter what means no matter what. And mind your own sobriety, nobody else's.